What is up, guys? Always Justice here. Today again, I'm on. One funny thing is I've been trading with my iPad, just strictly my iPad for the past, for the past 2 months or 1 month and a half. I've been trading with my iPad, just in bed, trading with the iPad, nothing doing with my trading laptop or trading setup. Right? Never been in the office trading like with big screens. I always try to do this to remind people. And look at the number of pips that we've been catching. Just look at this, right? The number of pips that we've been kind of catching, right? This is the signal room. Not this. Let me show you guys the signal room. This how it's going. US 240 go 200 points. US 140 points. US 180 points. You can just do the calculation. US 70 points. I think we lost a trade, right? We lost a trade. Stop loss hits. We lost a trade, and I got really pissed out. That's why I sent a lot of signals, to let people recover their money that they lost back. Right, so you can see them, right? This is all done with the iPad, right? This is all done great winning with the iPad, and you can see 800 people winning, right? 800 people on the inner circle. The other inner circles, the synthetics, there's the stocks, what have you. But a lot of people are, really making money, and these are, our community. I do send free signals to. I'm in Moscow for the tour this week, and don't miss it. If you're in Moscow and you're watching it, if you're watching this video, don't miss this particular video. So let's get straight into it. We're going to be talking about prop firms, right? So what is a prop firm, right? We're going to be talking about prop firm. Prop firm is basically So we're talking about prop firm. Prop firm is basically a proprietary firm, right? When you say something is a proprietary firm, this is what it means. It means a financial institution or a commercial bank or something, right? They do invest for directly for clients or something. So let me just break it down so you guys do understand this, right? Now, prop firm is just like, let's say you are here, right? You don't have the big cash, right? And there's a company, there's a bank, a commercial institution, they have the big fund. Let's say 200k, right? And you have the skills, right? Let's say you have the skills here. So they only need your skills. They are ready to fund you with that capital that they have, and you would now be, a kind of trader, right? A kind of, you are working for them indirectly, but you are making them profit. You are making yourself profit against, a liquidity provider or against a broker, what have you. We don't want to discuss that, or we don't want to focus on that. We only want to focus, prop firm trading is, basically there's a big fund here. You have the skills, you have the mastery on a pair. You can trade for us, you can make us a lot of money. We can also make you a lot of money. You can, if you are trading on a 200k, you make let's say 10k, you take 80% of it, 20% of it goes to us. You either take 50% of it, 50% goes to us, so on and so forth. This is what it means by prop firm trading. I hope it makes sense. So let's get into the four prop firms that would really make you a million. Because I tell people this, right? I told you guys this. Let me show you something. I said it on my Telegram community, right? That I was saying something the other time that listen, there are people making a good 5 income per month. If they can do it, then you can also do it. All you need is a 80%, I don't think it's this message. No, it's not this message, right? Let me try get that message. Yeah, it's this message. So this is what I said. I said my breakthrough came when I was able to understand the big market. That's when I decided to be a hedge fund trader, which I don't recommend everyone going into it because it's much risky. Yes, you have the skill, but you don't want to trade with people's funds. When you lose people's funds, it becomes a headache. You have to now pay them back, what have you. And I always say this, that the first hedge fund I did was in betting. right? I was into betting. My first hedge fund was betting, and man, I was stressed. I went into a big debt, and I was able to get out of that debt, but that was a big lesson to me. So I don't really advise a lot of people unless you have a mastery and you have a lot of funds, because in case the hedge funds doesn't go well, you have to use your funds to replenish people's monies to them, which I don't really advise people to go into. I advise people to go into prop firm. I'm going to state reasons why I advise people to go into prop firms, right? So you get to trade other people's money without putting your own money at risk and make millions, and that's exactly what I want my followers to be doing. And I'm willing to give you a shortcut so you don't, kind of make the same mistake I made and never put your own money at risk. So that's what I said to I told the team, right? If you're in my Telegram community, this is it, right? Serendipity Trading team, right? I call them a team because we do stuff together, and this is, people in the team, right? A lot of people in the team. So join us if you haven't joined us, and join us. All right, let's get straight into the 4 prop firms. So the very first prop firm we're going to talk about is the Ftmo. It's very popular. I've been doing many ads on it, and I've made a lot of people know about it, which I'm very proud of myself. Right, so we have 3 verifications, 3 processes, right? The Ftmo challenge, the verification, the Ftmo trader. Right now, listen, look at this, right? You can be funded with 5 accounts, right? You can either be funded with 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, and 200,000. Now, if I'm going to go for less than the $10,000, if you want to be funded 10,000, that means a prop firm or the company is going to give you $10,000, and you use that $10,000 to trade. And I'm going to explain everything to you now. There's something we call a trading period. The trading period is they give you 30 days, and they tell you that, okay, in 30 days make just $1,000 for us. If you can make, it's just a test, this is a challenge, right? This is a challenge phase. Just make $1,000 of it, and if you can make $1,000 of it, you now move on to the next verification. And the next step, right, is the second step. That's you need to just make $500 in 60 days. That sounds cool, right? That sounds very cool. And you also don't have to lose $1,000. You don't have to lose $1,000. Don't lose $1,000. It's either you make $1,000 or you don't lose $1,000. So on a $10,000 account, you mustn't, your equity mustn't go to less than 9,000. That's the whole rule here. And you need to trade within 10 days. Like the minimum trading days simply means like you have 10 days, right? After 10 days, you can't, they're not looking for traders that are in a rush to kind of finish the challenge, right? So if you pass the challenge, let's say in 1 day or 2 days, it's not kind of, you're not going to be qualified. You have to take your time. At least the least number of days that you need is 10 days. Now let's talk about, let's say, 25,000. So 25,000, you need to make just 2,500, and there's the first challenge. You don't also have to lose 2,500. And listen, the maximum, there's something we call maximum daily loss. That means in a day you shouldn't lose 1,250. You can use whatever lot size that you want, right? It's not like other prop firm that they kind of straight you up on prop firms. You need to use a different kind of any prop firm that you want. So 60 days you need to make 1,250, half of this amount, half of the first stage always. And when you become an Ftmo trader, I did a last video on it, my previous video I talked more about it. You are kind of, your profit target is you can make, if you can make $10,000, $20,000, it's up to you, but still don't lose 1,250 a day. Now, when I say don't lose 1,250 a day, let's say when your account is, let me put it here, right? Let me kind of write it. Now, let's say you have a 25,000, right? And you've been able to move the account, let's say 2,600, right? That means you shouldn't lose a day. You shouldn't lose 1,250 of it in a day, in a single day. You get me? You shouldn't lose 1,250 of it in a single day. And you shouldn't also lose in the whole account. If the whole account, let's say it started 25,000, that means you have about, let's say, $1,500 in profit, right? So that means if in case this account kind of goes minus 2,000, that's 2,500. That means you haven't lost their account, right? The account mustn't, this is the starting capital. The account always mustn't, kind of go minus 2,500 the capital itself. What I mean is, if you deduct this 25,000 by this 2,500, that gives you something like 200 something 2,500 or something. That means the account mustn't go to 2,300. If you are going to go to 270,500, 280,000, 30,000, 40,000, it gives you much more room of not, or lesser chances of not blowing the account. I don't know if this really makes sense. If you have questions, you can ask me on your on the chat, on the comment, right, session, right? So this 30 days, same thing here. On 100K, if you want to get funded $100,000, right, 30 days, you need 30 days to make just 10,000. That's 10%. So 10%, and don't lose 5% a day. Very simple on FTMO. And FTMO also pays you 80%, and they pay you 80%, right? And they take 20%. So after whatever you make, whenever you become an FTMO trader, they pay you, I think, once a month now. Yeah, they pay you once a month. It's just like, working on a job and getting paid, so something like that. They pay you once a month, and I think you are eligible to set a date that you want to take your funds in case you need emergency funds whatsoever, and you have just 3 times to do that, right? So when you become an FTMO trader, right, that's when you can, receive cash, and you definitely get, there's fees here. Don't forget, there's fees here. When you go to the site, there's fees here. Link in my bio to get discounts, on this, because if you're going to pay for 1,080, when you use my link, you're going to get it very, very, very much lesser, right? So 10K, the price is here, right? It's not free. It's not free. If you want to be rich, nothing is free. Nothing is free in this world. Just know that, and know peace, right? So let's talk about the next broker. Let's talk about the second prop firm. That's my Forex Funds. I don't know if you guys have been seeing me saying MFF. So this is it. So they actually have 3 programs: the rapid evaluation, the accelerated. All right. So I don't really want people to go in for the rapid. I want people to always go in for the evaluation. I'm going to explain why. Rapid is a bit of, you want to take your profits every single day from the start of your live account, but it's much more expensive. The evaluation really tests you, like, it really tests you as a real trader. They also have a 5% daily drawdown, a 12% overall drawdown, an 8%. You need 8%. Now, FTMO, you need 10%. My Forex Funds, you need 8%. So you can do that, deductions. There's no trading restrictions. There's just 5-day minimum. FTMO, you need 10 days to kind of, 10 days minimum to move on to the next stage. So there's also 5. You also need 5% on the second phase, right? So these are the prices too. It's much, much less expensive than FTMO. FTMO was somewhere 160 euros. This is just $84. 20,000 is just $139. 50,000 is just $300. 100,000 is just $500. 200,000 is just $979. That's, almost $1,000. And same rules. The daily starting draw, you don't have to lose $500. You don't have to lose 1,200, and so on and so forth. Just like what I thought on the FTMO. But the difference between FTMO and my Forex Funds is FTMO has a kind of nice metrics than my Forex Funds. What have you? Everyone has this kind of perception about this. But I think any broker, any prop firm is good once they are legit, right? Once they are legit. And imagine yourself trading on $100,000, trading on $100,000 account and making 10% every month. That's kind of good. But because if you're going to be trading on your normal $1,000 or your normal $500, trust me, it's going to take you a long time to make $200,000 on a $500 account. And trust me, you may even end up blowing the account, or kind of losing the whole account whatsoever. So it's best you always think this way. So let's talk about the next Forex prop firm. Another prop firm that's called the Funded Trader. This is also very, very legit. The standard challenge consists of, they don't have 10K, 25K. They just start from 50K, 100K, 200K, 400K. And look at this, right? On a 50K challenge, right? They have 5 days minimum trading days. They also have 35 days. So you have longer days than let's compare it with FTMO, right? Look, FTMO has Great. FTMO has, 100 on FTMO's. What's this? I think there's a 50K. Let's talk about the 100K. Yeah, on a 100K account, you pay 549. Here you pay $656 on FTMO, right? The daily drawdown is 6%. That means you have more drawdowns, 12%, and you don't have to lose 12% of the account. But on FTMO, you don't. You don't also have to lose kind of 10%, right? And the profit split is 80-20. Minimum days 5 days, minimum days 10 days, evaluation period, so 35 and 60 days, and you can hold trade on weekends. This is one of the most important factors, because sometimes on Friday you may be in a serious drawdown and you know that the trade can move in your direction on Monday. They allow that, but FTMO don't allow that. Let's kind of compare it with MFF2. MFF2, this is more expensive than MFF. If you don't have capital, just do MFF, and the payouts is 80-20. That means the company gives you 80% and they take 20%. On MFF, the company takes they give you 75% and they take 20%. They use 5% for kind of payment of the website, the leverage, all those commissions whatsoever. Yeah, so you can also go for this, right? It all depends on you, and always use my link. It's in the bio, guys. Use the link and get a discount. You go buy purchases for $550, you can get $50 off whatsoever, right? Use my link, register, and get a discount on all these things. And imagine your life, trading on a 400. And yes, one thing about the funded trader is they have accounts to $400,000, right? They have an account to $400,000. That means you can trade on a $400,000, right? And $400,000, you need to make 40,000 in 35 days. If you can't go for it, and on the phase 2, you need to make 60,000 on what? On on the second stage. This is 1-800. You can buy it. Like I said, use my link, and my Forex Funds, Ftmo, don't have any 400K, right? So that is the difference between the funded trader. They have $400,000 to give you. So why miss this opportunity? Imagine your life trading with a $400,000 account, but you need to, be skillful. You need to kind of master the act of trading. I remember I told you guys about a prop firm, right? There was this prop firm that I wanted to work with. I tried them, but I stopped working with them because it wasn't really legit. They had withdrawal issues and a lot of, they had bad customer care service, whatsoever. So I, decided to stop working with them. So if I told you that I'll be talking about a prop firm, I stopped talking about it. There was a reason, right? There was a reason for. I don't want anyone to involve themselves with scams whatsoever, right? So this is another prop firm that kind of it's kind of fit into that prop firm, right? This is called AudaCity, right? Like I said, link in my bio. Use my link to register, get discount on all prices, right? Now, so this what this broker is about. You only attend an interview and you get your results in 24 hours and you start trading, right? Now this is more a bit kind of different from FTMO, MFF, and the funded trader, because for this one you don't need to kind of pass a challenge, right? If you believe in yourself, just go for an interview and pay a fee, then get into it right after after you pass the interview, and you can make withdrawals daily after 7 days, and it's very solidly legit. Like I said, legit, right? Right. So this prop firm, right? They fully fund traders, right? They fully fund traders, and they kind of double the size. I'm going to explain that. And what they also do is drawdown has to be 10% whatsoever. Now I'm going to explain it. It has no duration, it has a fixed lot size. I'm going to explain that too, and it has no time limit, right? So let me show you what I mean. This is what I mean. It has 6 stages: first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, fifth stage, and sixth stage, right? So the first stage on a 15K account, right, you have to use 0.5, like a fixed lot size. And the reason why I love this is, about proper risk management. Someone is giving you his or her account. If you believe you're a good trader, why do you want to use 10 lot size? Because it's not your money. Because I and you know that you would never use a 10 lot size or a 5 lot size, in your own accounts. Why do you want to use that on a company's account? So I really love this. When I read it and I saw them putting 0.5 fixed loss, I'm like, okay, that's good. It will make a lot of people be consistent. Now listen, if you need money quickly, if you're in a rush for money, there's no prop firm that to save your ass in this world. I know a lot of people are having rent issues, problems, family issues, they are broke, blah, blah. You need to be patient. During my time, there was nothing like prop firm that we can, buy. I use my own physical money. I went into risk of, trading for people to be able to come out of this. So if you have a prop firm that someone is giving you as capital, man, chill out. Chill out. If you are in a rush, you think this is too low for you, this is too small for you, this is not non-progressive for you. This is for long-term thinkers. Imagine you move from first stage after making just 1,500 on the first. You have no time limit. There's not any time limit like Ftmo, whatsoever. Like they've given you 30 days. If you don't pass it in 30 days, you lose the account and your money is not refundable. You can trade on the 15k for 2 years. You only need to make 1,500. And after that 1,500, you move on to the next stage. They give you another account, 30k. Just make 3,000 on the 30k account, right? You move on to the next stage, third stage. They give you a 60k account. Make just 66,000 on a 60k account, and they give you 120k, make just 12k, and they give you 240k, make just 24k, and they give you 48k, and it keeps increasing, till the end of the world. Do you get me? Right? So this is something very good. And like they have 10 targets. You are eligible to trade just Forex pairs for the first 3 stages. And after the 4th stage, that's a big account. You can now trade, indices, commodities, whatsoever, right? No, we don't trade news events here. There's no time restrictions. There's no minimum trading day. So you can trade in 2 years. You can finish this target in 10 years. They don't care. No one really cares. Now this comes with a fee. I think 109 euros. It's just one-time payment. When you go to the next stage, you don't need to pay anymore. When you go to the third stage, you don't need to pay anymore. When you go to the 4th stage, you don't need to pay anymore. So that's that about the stages here. It's explained on their side. You can read more about it, or you can ask me. I have a brochure that I can give you. So you only need to pass an in-depth. You prove to them that you can trade their capital, and that's it. Very, very simple. And you can trade up to $480,000 live account, and all you need to do is to prove to them that you can make it. Don't lose 10% of the account. Make just 10% of the account. That's the rule here, and that's all you need to become a good trader. And listen, a lot of people are making lots of money from this, because most people always complain about, I don't have capital, blah blah blah. But it is, it's some way. I just started trading today, right? Let me show you guys something. Right, I just posted a signal on the chat room, right? Let me show you. Where is it? I just posted a signal. 40 points already in profit in just a few minutes. This group, man, crazy. Right, so I'll meet you guys I'll meet you guys later. Watch, link in bio, right? Link in bio, register. Use my link. It's a must. Use my link, and try to get a discount to purchase any of the prop firms that I mentioned above. If you don't have capital, you believe you have the skill, you are good at trading, this is for you, right? Basically, this is for you. So see you guys, and God bless everyone, and boom, I'm out.